Johnny.
Johnny, Johnny. Yes, Papa. Eating cookie? No, Papa. Telling lies? No, Papa. Open your mouth. Ha, ha, ha. Johnny, Johnny. Yes, Papa. A series of words that has cursed the internet for many years now. Through the many different iterations of children's nursery rhyme nonsense, this particular set of tales is almost as notorious as the Family Finger song. Now, if you don't remember what that monstrosity is basically a song that goes finger by finger, naming off family members or whatever else comes to mind. Both this and Johnny, Johnny reside in the darkest areas of YouTube, where kids continually watch a never-ending loop of musical content until their brains turn to mush. Now you may be thinking, but Swanky, you cover video games. Why the heck are you covering a children's nursery rhyme? And that is really actually a complicated answer. First and foremost, the memes. I couldn't stop laughing at the memes. But on the other side of the coin, back in 2014 and 2015, prior to me even starting my channel, I was working with several different animation studios who were developing some pretty neat things. One in particular was creating face tracking software that would make the animation process easier. And during this time, I had noticed the upcoming wave of children's entertainment on YouTube. Of course, I mentioned this would be a very good prospect for them, but I had no idea how insane and off the deep end things truly would become in terms of children's entertainment on YouTube. So I've always been fascinated with how it all sort of exploded on the platform. Generally, I find the content terrifying. But with the recent resurface of Johnny, Johnny, I couldn't help but find myself laughing hysterically at how bizarre it was, and how downright uncomfortable it made me feel. A repeating cycle of constant singing inside of what appeared to be a very happy house. But what if we look a little deeper? Is there something a tad darker at play here within this bright and colorful nursery vomit? Well, strap yourself in because we're going to talk about all the things you never wanted to know about Johnny, Johnny and this cursed household. If you manage to stomach a few of these videos yourself, you'll begin to realize the different people that reside in the house. There's of course Papa, the father, Mommy, the mother, Johnny, the primary child, Chia, the other son, and Dolly, who is the youngest daughter. Apparently there's a slightly older daughter too, according to the family portrait. But of all the videos I watched, I actually didn't encounter her. I'm sure she's there, but my eyes couldn't take any more bleeding. Throughout the various episodes, you also run into other characters like Johnny's school friends, the family's dog, the grandfather who has a dinosaur walk cycle, the gasping grandma, a talking refrigerator who still calls the mom mommy, another kid who I think they babysit, and then a magical gorilla with a beer gut named Franco who loves ball pits. I guess there's an ice cream man too? Together they form the cast of Billion Surprise Toys revamp of the Johnny, Johnny series. And yes, in case you didn't know, tons of channels have built out series along this song. It has a legacy. Now normally kids just indulge in this mind-numbing programming endlessly. But if you pay close attention to it, you'll start to realize something is really strange about this household. It's not as cheerful and lighthearted as it seems. And trust me, I've tortured myself watching enough of these episodes looking for logic where there probably isn't any. The memes drew me in again. I couldn't help it. But I did find something. I found a lot of food. For some reason, food is an extreme taboo in this series. We often have characters like Johnny trying to eat only to be immediately condemned by someone like the father. The situation repeats itself over and over again. A character is enjoying a snack when another character sneaks up on them and questions them if they are eating. The target, of course, denies they're eating at all, but then they are labeled a liar. Soon after, the magic words, "open your mouth," are spoken, and the character in question starts laughing in almost what appears to be agony as food is revealed in their mouth. Immediately afterwards, the character who had barged in typically eats the food of the other party. And this repeats over and over again. So first and foremost, why can't people eat in this house? It seems like everyone has to eat in secrecy in hopes of not getting food shamed for attempting to do so. Which leads me to my next thought in this logic quest. It seems that majority of the food the characters have is from within a creepy purple refrigerator that can move and talk. It even refers to the parents as mommy and daddy. But even the refrigerator lies to everyone when it is clearly stocked with food. Why is everyone lying? Can no one just give a clear answer? I mean, of course, you're eating. You have food right in front of you. Why attempt to lie over and over again as if someone isn't going to call you out for it? Beyond that, we have little old Johnny, a character who always says the opposite of what everyone else is requesting. He always says no first, then the dad uses a Jedi mind trick, and suddenly Johnny will literally do anything. From working out, which is weird for his age, to brushing his teeth, or lack thereof. Overall, this series is just absolutely terrifying. The memes are 10 out of 10. But something is wrong with this house. The dad is nightmare fuel, the kids have the biggest heads I've ever seen in my life, and the house just seems cursed. That's really the only way to put it. Everyone is super smiley and fake. It kind of reminds me of the mother from Coraline. I'm just waiting for their faces to crack like porcelain dolls as they consume the universe. They live in a cursed house that forces everyone to be jolly, when in reality everyone is miserable and can't control their own actions. They're puppets that repeat the same cycle day in and day out, trying to eat to stay alive only to find comfort in stealing food from others. With a magical phrase, they burst into laughter, and their meal is taken from their grasp. The cycle of torment starts all over again as their bodies move without them wanting to. Which I can't even fathom the kids of today growing up, and this is what they'll have nostalgia for. It feels as if it's empowering kids to lie in every situation, and that's actually pretty twisted. But anyways, that's just my random analysis on something that probably shouldn't have been analyzed. I love to hear your thoughts on this show. How do you feel about Papa's manipulative mustache? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this awful experience. I couldn't stop laughing from all the video clips on Twitter, so I felt I had to dive right in. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys and gals, and until my next video, cheers.